Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you guys. How's everyone doing today? Glad you can catch a stream at a good hour for you in the UK. Perfect timing for you, and we're going to be using a lot of the UK assets today. So I'm excited about that. Hello, Wisconsin. Yes. Feel like I've had the Wisconsin tour over the last 24 hours. Will I or have I made a video about the new UK scenarios or the new CS1 scenarios? No, I thought about doing it in a stream and I just never did it. Never did it. Just didn't. There's a lot to be excited about right now in CS2, so it's why it never happened. That said, it's a great time to be a fan of either game because they're both on sale. You can pick up CS1 right now for $3, which is wild. And CS2 has its first proper sale. I think it's $40 right now. So yeah, good time, good time. Twitch, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the hype train. I'm sorry, I got home at midnight last night, guys. For anyone that's not in the U.S., it was Thanksgiving, which is probably our second or third biggest holiday. I'd say second biggest holiday of the year. So we all get together, we share some meat and some sides, generally a turkey or a ham. Or if you're me, a pot roast, because I like pot roast. And you hang out with your family. So I had family from Chicago that met in Wausau. So I went to Wausau, I went to Wisconsin Rapids, saw my wife's family, and had 2 Thanksgiving meals and watched the Bears lose, as the Bears always do, even though I was cheering for them. I watched the Packers win because they always win. And yeah, all about the side dishes. I mean, the mac and cheese. The mac and cheese and the dressing. I mean, that's what it's all about. $3 is a steal for CS1. It really is. Yeah, really is. So, first of all, where's everyone tuning in from today? And while you're telling me, I'll let you know that we are going to be playing some CS2 today and using the UK assets, working them into Bayport. Kansas City. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys too. I'm a little bit late, but thank you. Berlin, Helsinki, beautiful city. Pittsburgh. Netherlands, Sacramento, London, UK, Caledonia, Wisconsin, UK, Midlands, UK, Texarkana. Oh, I got family that general area. Mexico, Ohio, Zurich, Turkey, Atlanta, Georgia, France, Boston, South Dakota. It's cold here too. France, Scotland, Bordeaux, France, South Africa, UK, Dallas, Mesa, Arizona, Cornwall, UK, Vienna, Austria, Southern England, Phoenix, Bay Area, Norway, Detroit, Chechnya, north of, I missed it, Essex, Italy, Scotland, Belgium, Milwaukee. Thank you all so much for being here. I know that if you are tuning in from the U.S., you're probably recovering from the holidays. So if you're here from the U.S., thank you. And if you're tuning in from Europe, hopefully the stream time works well. This will likely be a little bit of a shorter stream. I was a little bit surprised that we have that region pack, or not the region pack. But we have if you guys are unaware, we'll just go to the store real quick and I'll show you. There is more content coming for CS2 on Monday. Modern architecture, urban promenades, and a radio station, which, radio station, whatever. But modern architecture and the urban promenades content creator packs. So I need to make a video on that. I've looked at the packs. I've got feelings and thoughts, and I will be sharing those on Monday, hopefully at Embargo. Along with, I have you guys probably can't see it, but behind me, there's, you can't see it. There's Magnolia County. So I've got the last, I don't know, I'd say 2 hours of editing to do on that. So what is urban provenance? Urban promenades. Okay. If you are unaware, I'm going to walk a tightrope and not say anything while still saying something. So if you look at this one, this is modern architecture. It's a bunch of large, really unique structures. So I think, I'm not going to say anything beyond that. But you can see a lot of large, interesting urban structures. The second pack is Urban Promenades, and it has, see the way that they describe it, 5 service buildings and 60 mixed housing zoning assets. So that's the kind of asset that you could expect to see in this pack. So I'm going to go through them and kind of break them down the same way that I have the other packs, the region packs recently, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on them. So it should be a fun one. So yeah, 2 videos in the next 3 days. And then Segunda Beach has also been recorded. So it's actually probably more like 3 videos in the next 5. So yeah, I've got a basically shorter stream today because I've got some editing to do and some recording. By the way, on Twitch, you're T7 Gaming on YouTube. You're Tarico. Thank you for being here. Do I recall how I felt about the visually similar buildings in CS1? Okay, chat. I'm not going to dive into that yet. There is the NDA of it all. And then there's also the, I want to organize my thoughts and put them in a very clear and concise way for you. So the video, I'll talk about those sorts of things. So yeah, you want bikes? Lots of people want bikes. I want bikes. Oh my goodness. Looking forward to a fun time. Voss, thank you so much for the tier 1. Keep making great content. You'll be here for many more months, years. Thank you. Ruth Meister, thank you so much. Ruth's Imistar, thank you so much for the 4 months of Prime. Whoop. Mehmet, thank you so much for 7 months of tier 3. Glenn, thank you so much for 5 months of Prime. Planner Duck, thank you for the 5 gifted subs over here on Twitch. Super generous of you. I appreciate you. Yo, how you at? I'm good. I'm really good. I'm good. I had good food yesterday. Saw family I haven't seen in a hot minute. Lots of driving, very cold, but good. Be interesting to see if or when they add bikes, how it'll affect existing saves. Listen, we've already seen this. That whole, you guys got to remember, bikes were not a part of. Bikes were not in CS1 until, gosh. Did we get bikes with After Dark? I don't think that we did. I can't remember. I don't remember when we got bikes in CS1. It wasn't right away. So they were added in, and it changed things quite a bit. The Packers did win. They did. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Chat. In honor of Planner Duck, I don't want you to leave me. However, I have a mostly complete version of Magnolia County already rendered out. So, for anyone that just got a gifted membership, I'm going to upload it while we're streaming. It'll be done in like 10 minutes. Okay, draft is uploading. So it should be uploaded in about 5 minutes. So if you got a gifted sub and you want to check that out, it'll be there. Hop on Discord. There is a gifted membership, gifted sub, whatever. There's a folder on the Discord where you have link to access to a Vimeo folder at free viewing, and this will be up there. You can take a look at it. The main things that are going to change are a little bit of audio ducking, but the most of the content is already there. It's in a good spot. There's also a 1 minute blank for me telling you all about my store. So, Planner Duck, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs on YouTube. That's super generous of you. You just, wow, appreciate it. Duck, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Hold on. The Master Dork. How much is it for a membership? $3. So I believe there might be a lower tier than that, but I think it's $3. When I had a $1 tier, most people didn't like it because of I believe it was a VAT. It ended up raising it anyway. So yeah, what's my opinion on the university buff? Well, we could talk about buffs in general. I am a little bit concerned, and I actually cut this out of the UK region pack video because it didn't seem applicable. I'm gonna hold this thought. We have a 30-second ad break on Twitch. So I am kind of curious about your guys' feelings on all of this. Yeah, Planner Duck, just a gentleman, and just huge supporter of the channel. I don't know any other way to say it, how thankful I am. Like, just seriously, like constant support from the beginning. Super, like, means a lot to me. It really does. It's that kind of support that like encouraged me to continue doing this. 7 more seconds, and then I'll give you my thoughts. It looks like we're good. Okay, so I'm a little bit concerned that whenever you have a signature building that is mixed residential or commercial, it has a buff. And the buff, there are 2 buffs that are always the same. Negative 1% import cost plus 1% city attractiveness. It's to the point we're losing a ton of money right now. We're just losing money hand over fist. But let's turn our fortunes around. Let's fix things. So to fix things, this isn't going to be the greatest spot for this, but I'm just going to plop it for now. We'll go for the 5-star country hotel. I love this asset. It's absolutely beautiful. If you're unaware, this is a sophisticated 5-star country hotel providing the highest quality service with relaxing gardens and a top quality restaurant, improves well-being and city attractiveness. And from the video that Sully put out, where he had a conversation with Mac Welshman, this is actually based on a hotel that Mac visited. And so I'm just gonna temporarily just drop this thing. Terrible location for it. This should be in the country. But this will immediately, look at what it did to our budget. Immediately fixed our budget. We were losing $10,000 an hour, and just placing this free asset fixed our budget. So my concern with all of these is I don't know this, but it feels like they're required to have these buffs for commercial and mixed residential signature buildings. And I want to use these because they're great. But if they're going to just completely skew the economy and completely break the game, like, I'm going to have to really be judicious with how I choose to use these. And I'm guessing that you guys are going to feel the exact same way. So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about this. Maybe having 3 of these won't have that effect. But this is something I noticed in Segunda Beach when we recorded the other day, that it immediately fixed our budget. The buff stack, they do. So in theory, it should be an exponential growth because it's negative 1% overall citywide import costs and plus 1% attractiveness citywide. So exponential growth. In theory, it should continue to increase. That said, it isn't. Looks like it was a temporary bonus. Maybe it's not boosting in the way that I thought. Let's take a look at our taxes quickly too. Just want to see if we're not doing anything weird with lodging. We are getting taxes from these. And there is a little bit of a lag there. What? I deleted them, and apparently now life is good. Now life is really good. Things are good. I found the cheat code, guys. I broke tax collections for lodging. I don't know how I did that. Yes. Everything is perfectly balanced and there's nothing to worry about. I just made Spiffing Brit very happy. It looks like it is correcting itself, but I guess if you want a temporarily to temporarily boost your economy, Free money. Free money. The height of realism. It just works. Yeah, so there are some weird things happening with these. And I think that, first of all, I think this will correct over time. And I am curious, do we have any hotels? Just double check. Let's see, hotels. I guess we do have two right here. These are the two that we grew naturally a couple of streams ago. So yeah, now we're losing money again. So it does correct itself. It does correct itself. The economy in this is weird, the way that it works. I mean, it's I don't know the best way to describe it. There's a bit of a lag. It's strange. Bedbug Hostel, what a name. I know, right? it's whoa. It's clearly the kind of place you'd want to visit. Brag and Roost in the Bedbug Hostel. It's free to place, right? Yeah. So it is an infinite money glitch, apparently. That said, placing one of these seems to do absolute wonders for balancing an economy. So I would think that it feels to me like a little bit of a cheat to place a bunch of these right now. And I hope that they fix that, because I don't want to place a large petrol station and now all of a sudden my city is a super attractive place to be. Because, like, let's just be blunt about what this thing is. So let's place this right here. It's actually kind of a reasonable spot for it. We need to get power and water here. This is going to do the exact same thing for us. But here's the thing. This is not attractive at all. This is a very purposefully ugly asset. That's one of the things I love about it. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. You love the idea of going to a city just to visit a Buc-ee's or a Costco gas station? I mean, I think for some people that is like a legitimate reason why they'd want to visit a place. Trying to get this. We already have a power line right here, so I don't feel the need to add another one. But connecting to the existing one is harder than it should be, in my opinion. So there we go. That's me. You want to visit Texas for Buc-ee's or barbecue? I mean, I am excited if they ever build the Buc-ee's here in Wisconsin. I don't even have a gas car, and I'll still go and check it out. Although I think they have a lot of chargers too. So, you wanted to get a from Australia, City Planner? Whoa, it must be super. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what time it is in Australia. Is it early or late? Afternoon. All right. Well, good. Thank you for being here. So yeah, this asset is not attractive at all. It's beautiful in that, like, they did a great job. Mac Welshman, Mac 4000, combining Mac and Rick's name. There's a lot of detail here. I mean, you can look inside of that garage. You know, there's the bins. Everything is really well put together. But this is not an attractive asset. It's not meant to be. In fact, I don't even think I'm using this in the right way. It looks like this should be in a very urban area. But this adds 1% citywide attractiveness and reduces your import costs. And I think that if creators were given the opportunity to not do that, they might not do that for some of these assets. So I don't know. Speculation. I hope they revisit that one, because I do think that in the short term, when there's not many assets, not a huge deal. In the long term, I think it's not a good thing at all. But who am I? Good evening, Demook. Thank you for being here. You love the tires in the garage? So I don't know about you guys. One of the things that in general, I think I like about this pack, why can I not delete these? Is that there is a level of whimsy to it that I feel is missing. Oh, there it is missing from City Skylines. Something about City Skylines 2, they doubled down on realism, which I personally like, but I feel like there was a bit of whimsy in vanilla CS1, and it was never as whimsical and funny as like SimCity, but it at least had its own like flavor. You know, like you might not like the donut trucks. I mean, I don't really like them either, but at least it was like, this is Skylines. This is our sense of humor, and that's gone. So it was cool. I thought it was cool to see Mac Welshman insert some of that back into the game. It was pretty cool. I'm a big fan of that. What's up, Phil? I hope I had a great thing. I had a great Thanksgiving. A lot of traveling, but it was great. I could not ask for a better Thanksgiving. Saw lots of family. Very few awkward conversations, which, you know, makes me feel very privileged. That's what everyone is worried about on Thanksgiving, especially after elections. How many awkward conversations are we gonna have with family members, your drunk uncle, that sort of deal? And thankfully, none of those. Hey, all watching from Great Britain, old blighty. You had a roast beef for Thanksgiving? Was there stuffing? I did. So let me think. What are all the sides I had? I had two different Eau Claire. So I got Eau Claire. Well, okay. Let's start out with the meats. I had two different hams because I went to two Thanksgivings. My wife's first, then my family's. So two different hams, turkey, roast beef, meatballs, and I think that's it. As far as the sides, at my wife's, mashed potatoes, cornbread. My wife made the cornbread actually and had this wonderful honey butter that, like, awesome. Stuffing. Someone brought salad, which I haven't had salad at Thanksgiving before, but I wasn't about to start, so I didn't have that. What else did I have? Green bean casserole, yeah, all the good stuff. Yeah, we have all the meats. Does cornbread taste like corn? Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a corn flavor there. It's sweet. It's a sweet bread. It's very good. It's not a bread I'd want to have all the time, but it's very good. And then for dessert, I had an Eau Claire cake, which is basically, it was like graham cracker pudding, and then like a ganache over the top. And I also had a cranberry pie. I know, I'm hungry too. I got all the leftovers behind me in the fridge, so. And then at my family's, it was basically mac and cheese, dressing, collard greens, mashed potatoes, the roast, ham, turkey, but I didn't have any of it. Potato salad, more of the Eau Claire stuff, but this time my wife made it. It was really good. Chocolate cake. And then we all walked out the door with a couple of sweet potato pies. So yeah, I'm a huge stuffing person. Like, I went back for seconds in the stuffing. The collard greens are collard greens with a fancy shirt. I wouldn't say that collard greens are fancy. I think I'm missing a reference there. Let's call it me too. In Italy, not here in Italy, not just the amazing food, but the amazing family, trains, and walkable streets. I mean, I've heard great things about Italy. I'm coming to CBP's place next year. Not even American. I mean, listen, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. The chance to like hang out with family, The pressure of gifts isn't there. Everyone has to bring a meal and just hang out. I mean, like, you get to watch some football and just like talk and catch up. Like, I saw my cousin who my cousin lives in Chicago. He's, I think, 8 years younger than me. So he's in a different spot in life, and he hasn't been able to come to the holidays for a while. So being able to see him and just talk about life and catch up, those are the moments that you don't get enough of. So having those, it's really special. That's why I like Thanksgiving. No present pressure, just like hang out with your family. So yeah, love it. Football? You mean hand egg? Well, yeah. That too. Demetrius, thank you so much for the super chat. And Sean, over on YouTube, thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships. Dude, thank you. You're like, super generous of you. For anyone who just got those, the episode's uploaded. Don't leave, but you can if you want. I get it. It's up there. It's on Vimeo, and it'll be up. I'm aiming to have the video up tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I like to give early access, so probably Sunday. Oh yeah, pecan pie. I don't like pecan. I forgot. Yeah, the things I didn't take. Someone made candied yams with pecans. I don't like sweet potato or candied yams, so as a result, I didn't take any. I'm sorry to my sister. I think she did it. Yeah, Christmas would be less stressful without all the gifting. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, and it's a production, and it's just like a lot, and there's obligation, and someone's disappointed. Some kid will inevitably go, I didn't get what I want, or just look sad, and you know they didn't get that one thing that they wanted because they didn't tell anyone what it was. So yeah. How are you not following me on Twitch? I don't know. Drop me a follow. You don't go to family gatherings since you worked in security. Well, others, the fact that the loudest part of the family are not LGBT friendly. Well, that's a shame. That is the downside of Thanksgiving is, you do have to interact with people that you might not interact with, and some family members are just going to be jerks about certain things. I felt very fortunate that we didn't my wife's family in particular. I think everyone has a different belief. Very contentious election. A lot of unhappy people, a lot of happy people. A lot of people that just don't want to talk about it. And we didn't talk about politics once. Didn't talk about beliefs once. Didn't talk about religion once. Those are the things you're not supposed to talk about at Thanksgiving, but people always try to. And it was great to not do it. It was great. Who did I vote for? I mean, I'm not talking about that. This is a politics-free zone, homie. We could talk about local politics, but here's the thing. I think if you really think about me, you probably know who I am. but I'm not talking about it. I'm not taking the bait. We're gonna talk about games. So, speaking of games, it's time to start to convert part of this city to be the UK zone. And we've got this lovely mixed up zone right here that I just despise. So I think we're going to take this. What I'm thinking is I want to have more density. So we'll have some terraced homes right here. Maybe even change the street grid, have a church somewhere nearby, and kind of have it be a focal point. So we'll have a street terminate into the church. And we need it because it has a graveyard, and apparently everyone's dead here. And then after that, I'll step the density back. And maybe I won't do a lot right here because I kind of want to sprawl with some of some of the UK assets. So yeah, duplexes. So I think we'll have duplexes, which I know just grinds the UK viewers' gears. We'll have some semi-detached homes right here, and then maybe we'll have we'll spread out this way with some of the single family homes. You love the graveyard and the church? It's the assets are so dang beautiful. Here's the thing, though. Can you imagine being some of these creators and not being able to talk about this for years? Like I heard that when Mac gave the interview to Sully, so they've been working on this for years and not able to talk about it or share his work. So I'm really happy for them that they finally have the ability to talk about this stuff, because I put a video together, and if I'm really proud of it, I'll sometimes release it earlier than I expected to, because I just want to share it. Like, when you make something you're proud of, you just want to share it with the world. At least I do. And I think that a lot of the asset creators feel the same way. So yeah. CPB making 1,000 moves out there for better aesthetics. Shaking my head. That's what this... Listen, if you didn't realize that Bayport, this series, is about just like experimenting, and it's not even serious. This stream, we're just slowly building something that is aesthetically pleasing and interesting and learning. So all of the lessons I take here, they go in the Magnolia County. Like, this is the Magnolia County sandbox. Like, I know that this was a really interesting idea, but I also have to do that all the time to it. I will never do this. Not like I did it here. I will figure something else out in Magnolia County. And I will tell you guys. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. I'll get out of frame for a second. Sneak peek of Magnolia County. I gotta adjust the camera. I can do it from my phone. Let's see. I took a lesson, and I incorporated it. Hold on. Let's zoom out. Oh my goodness, it's killing me. Okay. We'll zoom out. Or not. You can see it. It's tiny. But that image on the screen shows you how this stream has actually impacted Magnolia County, because I'm using one of the new UK assets in a way that it's not meant to be used, and I was only able to do that because we've experimented on stream. So you might not be able to see it very well. I'm not going to make it easier for you to see, but yeah, the UK hospital. Yes. So yeah, just know we're taking liberties. We're doing some things that you might think are unusual, but we're also learning a lot and coming up with ways to do it in a stable way. So yeah, spoiler alert. You don't know how I did it, but there's a spoiler alert there. Yes. When you suddenly got commercials, you quickly renew your Prime. Demook, thank you for the Prime. I missed a couple of things. Phantom, thank you for the Prime. Someone, thank you for buying the Struggle is Rail shirt. Conflict Nerd, Dylan, thank you for the tier 1, buddy. If you guys don't know who Dylan is, check him out. Conflict Nerd on YouTube and on Twitch. Absolutely lovely human being. Loved hanging out with him in Finland. Artemis, thank you so much for the 4 months of tier 1. Appreciate you. Gary, thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate you, buddy. Gary, another longtime supporter of the channel. Appreciate you. Demook, thank you for the Prime again. I need to figure out commands, because I need to, whenever Gary does something, just make this happen. You still haven't recovered from Finland? I feel like I think about Finland a lot. I don't know about you. I will say, since Finland, I have not wanted to drink very much. Like, I've had a couple on stream, but like Thanksgiving, I didn't have any drinks. It's like I'm good. I'm good. I'm done with that for a while. It's another reason why I like streaming during the day now. I don't have to, no building and brews with actual brews. It was that hard on alcohol in Finland. Listen, I don't know that the Finnish people were that hard, but I know that some of us went very hard. I went full Wisconsin man. I think the worst influence on me was $2.20. And I was a bad influence on him as well. I loved hanging out with him, but we were out there. Am I a fan of Imperator? Yeah. I mean, excellent creator. Glad to see him back. Where's the clips? Oh, what happens in Finland stays in Finland. Lucas, thank you for being here. So we cleared this entire area. I wonder how crazy the UK assets are going to look next to the French assets. I'm sure that many of you are going to just think I'm insane for what I'm about to do. One of the unfortunate things, zoning toolkit is currently not working. And I think I used it extensively through here and it holds toolkit stuff. So I think I'm going to need to manually place some of these assets to make them work, because I really want to have this be a I want this to be a very dense street. Yeah, it's screwing everything up. We'll figure it out. I'm not overly concerned. Bahamut, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. QZ, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. You guys are insane. Like, that is wild. You guys are absolutely going ham today. I appreciate you guys. I guess if you guys want to go watch the video and skip me on stream, you can. Everyone now has access to the video that is like in the Vimeo. So totally switched your low density housing to UK variant because it's way closer to US suburban homes. That might be part of the video as well. That might be it. Not wholesale. I will be upfront with you and say that I think all these region packs are making me want to stream a little bit of Magnolia County, which is something that people really don't like when I do that. But it's really difficult to make converting assets into something compelling. So it's a fun thing to do on stream because we can just like hang out and talk. But if I just hang out and talk during a video, it's kind of weird. Or not, at least it's weird for me. It's not weird for everybody, but it's weird for me. QZ, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. That is ridiculous. QZ, I will say one thing, QZ. If you're trying to rise to the very top of the list for the next video, you're going to. You and Mehmet are going to be fighting it out at the very top. That's amazing. Thank you so much. You guys, super generous. I hope Colossal Order turns the asset packs to DLC so that you won't have to take forever to load the game. Oh boy. So this was actually brought up in my Discord. In my Discord. And a scenario that I guess I didn't really think about. It was brought up. Imagine if you have 3 people who use the same PC and they all play City Skylines 2. If that is you have a pretty bad situation right now. If you have all the region packs, because you have to install them 3 times because mods are not shared. So that's not a situation that I can contemplate it at all. And boy, oh boy, I would be frustrated if I were in that boat. Visions of Mortality. Hello from the UK. Hello from Wisconsin. Thank you for being here. What's the policy on backseat city planning? I welcome it. I'm not someone who says no backseating. I don't really care. We're just hanging out. It's the 1,000 of us across YouTube and Twitch hanging out, building the city together. I think it's cool. Listen, I have an opportunity to build by myself and make all the decisions by myself and listen to feedback and then fix afterwards. But now I get to hear it in real time. So that's cool. I like it. Those corners are amazing. I mean, these assets in general are just pretty dope. Just really, really dig them. Just look, they look so good. Definitely a stark transition between France and the UK, though. Definitely a difference. The UK and North America assets will fit so well together. They will. They will. I think seeing these assets, I mean, this could be anywhere New England. You know, I think the only thing that really screams UK to me is the moss on the roofs. It gives it a sense of age that maybe we have some of that in the US, but most of the US is admittedly very new. So, yeah. We must build a channel to separate. You know what? You know what? You're going to make me change my idea. We actually built this. We should just extend France over to this and then have the British on this side. What do you guys think? Yeah. This is our channel right here. Yes, you guys are into it? Okay. Well, in light of that, we'll get rid of this and this road here. And I'm going to do something else over here very quickly. I should be able to use Control C to just, is this a block of the school? I don't want that block. I'm just going to spam some of these blocks over here to rebound our city population. And then we'll just paste it a couple of times over there, and then we'll start building our UK, our mini UK. Okay, Control C. If you guys haven't used Control C, it's a great mod, and also it's easy to screw up. Or Germans. Oh yes, we don't have Germany. We don't have Germany at all. So maybe we should have some German right here. We'll zone some little Germany in here. Only demand for high density though. I think I know why this is. Do you guys know why this is happening? We've made so many homeless citizens. So many homeless citizens. I've clicked disable homelessness, but I'm guessing it doesn't matter. By deleting all these blocks, my guess is if I place a park, it'll immediately be filled up with homeless people. Let's see. Just a test. No. We're good. We're good. Okay. Well, I don't know why only high density is demanded. But I'm going to try to resolve some of it with French low rent. And I'll move those. Maybe I'll stick them over here by the train track, which is dark, but like that's what happens. There we go. We'll take 100% of it basically. And now we have no demand for anything. Perfect. We must rename the avenue to Méziat Avenue. What does that even mean? I'm sure I butchered the pronunciation of that. Disabling homelessness only makes unhoused citizens. Okay, well I've removed it, so maybe they just need to move in. You can see that there are people walking here, so hopefully that'll resolve the issue. And we've got more zoned as they come online. Hopefully it fills up. This will be a really boring, repetitive area, which is kind of what I might expect to see in a place like this anyway. Okay. So I'm going to extend No, we'll zone over here. I'm a little nervous because it's not going to zone in right away. Um, but I'm just going to kind of wholesale fill these in. No. You know what? I'll plop some. I'll make some idealized blocks. What do you guys, actually, I'll leave it to you guys. What map is this? This is Bayport, Michigan. It's a very good map. Twitch, you guys are going to get a vote. I'll do YouTube next. Plop or grow German assets. Plop, grow. Do know that if I grow it, it's probably going to be some sort of a combination. Which asset pack is my favorite so far? Oh, boy, that's a really hard question. I like all of them for different reasons. Like, I like the UK assets because they finally have new low density, and I feel like low density buildings were some of like the biggest misses in Skylines in general. I like the French asset pack for all of the unique buildings, and I think it's just gorgeous, just beautiful. I think it's harder to use the assets, the general assets, but I'm going to use these low rent housing buildings in every single city ever. So like, love that. I love a lot of the more grand, the more grand feeling. Okay, grow one, 55% to 45%. I love a lot of the grand city service buildings, and I love the beautiful train station that came with it. And then the German pack, as a Midwesterner, and I saw a lot of comments about how Germans were very disturbed by some of the things that I said about the German pack. I remember reading a comment where someone said, "How dare you say that, compare German architecture to that in the Midwest US? Your architecture is nowhere near as good as ours." And I was thinking to myself, like, some of our buildings are at this point, 150, 200 years old, and they were designed by German immigrants, or in some cases, buildings were commissioned, or plans were commissioned from Europe. So it's hilarious to me to hear like, oh, your buildings suck, when they're the same in some cases. So I love the German pack, and I do think it fits in a lot of my builds. So I love that one as well. So it's hard for me to pick a favorite. I like them all. And I think my ideal pack, I wish I had a way to take specific parts of each of these packs and combine them. Like, I don't think personally I'm going to use the UK terraced housing very much at all. It's just not, it doesn't fit the builds that I've been building. I have been more inspired to build a European build, but even with that, like, you basically have to be building a UK build to use those effectively, or a New England build, I think. German Texas exists. San Antonio is 300 plus years old. Yeah, exactly. That's the other funny thing about it to me. Is like, there are just so many Germans in the U.S. in general. German ancestral. You can't escape them. So like, there's clearly going to be a lot of influence. You really like the Korean DLC in CS1? It's funny that you mentioned that. I like the Korean DLC's assets. I thought that the color seemed a little bit off to me, and I can't put my finger on what it is, but it seemed like it just didn't blend with some of the other ones, and I'm really hoping. We're about to see some of the Asian packs start to come. The next region pack is Japan. I've seen it. My big hope for all of these is that they blend well together. I thought that one of the very best content creator packs for CS1 was the Japanese content creator pack. That both of them, honestly, the last one that came out for Transit, and then the one before that was early on in the game's life. Absolutely beautiful. I use the buildings all the time, even though they had Japanese, uh, you know, uh, even though they were Japanese and they clearly were Japanese, they had Japanese writing all over them. They fit so many areas. I use them all over Verde Beach. I loved them. You can't wait for Japan Pack and CS2. I know. You like the brutalist style of Asian assets? Me too. Like, we have a lot of brutalist architecture where I live. Maybe I shouldn't wax poetic about my love of brutalist architecture, but some of it's really interesting. Let's see. And it's I think what I love about it is it just feels so out of place. Check employment. That's where we're off to next. Let's see. So one of my favorites. This is our DNR building. First of all, I'm gonna take you into the square. This is the heart of Madison. It is beautiful. We've got glass buildings. We've got the beautiful Capitol here. We've got some historic buildings that they're preserving the facades of these buildings and adding new buildings to the inside. We've got one of the nicest wine bars in the city up there with panoramic views of the city. And then, of course, if I could just walk down this, just let me walk behind this. We end up with a bunch of brutalist architecture. And this isn't even the most, the most egregious example of it. But this is the Department of Natural Resources headquarters building. And it's just, it is exactly what you would expect. Hold on. Am I in the, let me see if I can get the best view of it. Actually, I might be showing you the wrong one. No, it's right here. Just these big, stark buildings with little tiny windows. Feels like a prison, but it's got a nice plaza. Just that kind of a place. The City Beautiful movement is what the French assets remind me of. Boston City Hall's the worst. Just stay outside. Yeah. Well, there's also a lot of brutalist buildings on the UW campus, and it's always funny to see like these beautiful historic buildings across the street from this. It gives the city character. There it is, the DNR building. You want a Spanish region pack? I hope that they don't abandon the concept of region packs, because they are super cool. And I see so many comments about people that are just like, I'd love an Australian region pack. I'd love a Brazilian region pack. I'd love, all these different region packs that would be really nice to, I think would really make people feel like the game is finally for them. Like I as an American playing city building games, we're often spoiled and maybe not even realizing how spoiled we are by having the ability to build the places that we live. And if you are in Spain, or you're in Greece, or you're in Argentina, or you're in Brazil, or you're in New Zealand, maybe you're just not seeing the places that you are familiar with and you're not able to build it. And I always tell people, build what you know, but if you can't because the assets aren't there, that's super depressing. So yeah, I hope everyone gets an opportunity. Italy region pack when? For real. Talk about brutalism. Why isn't there wasn't there an Eastern European pack coming too? There is. Yeah. They haven't scheduled it yet, but yeah, it's coming. You're already ready for German GeoGuessr at the end? It'll come before you know it, because this is going to be a shorter stream. I think I want the demand to rebound, because we've got to build. And you know what, guys? We're gonna deficit spend. We're gonna deficit spend and juice things. I'm done waiting. Oh, we've also got a death problem, and I've been meaning to fix this. We'll take our first stab at making this the UK. Let's add in our parish. And I'm going to upgrade this thing. So this thing actually does a masterful job of processing bodies. So we'll upgrade it right away. We're just burning all the money. So it's going to process 24 bodies a month. What does this one do over here? Nothing. So yeah, this is going to be really helpful for us. If you guys haven't looked at this asset, by the way, I don't know a lot of the UK references, but I know that there are a number of references that are based on UK comedy. There are some, and let me see if I can get into better lighting. Like Mr. Nobody, Rodney Trotter. I'm not sure who that is, but I think it's from a UK TV show. Marty McFly. I mean, I know who Marty McFly is. Not sure. I can't see that one. But anyway, yeah, look around these. Jack Sprat. Just look around him. Look around him because I think you might see it. Do I have any tips for making keys? I do. There is a video that I put out when I made the ports in Charity Bay, Magnolia County. Everything still applies, but the easiest way at this point is just if you have anarchy, use anarchy. It's so much better. It's so much better. Would I like to play Priest Simulator? That's a very strange question to ask. I would not like to play Priest Simulator. I would rather play Grocery Store Simulator first. Rodney Trotter is from Only Fools and Horses TV show. Very cool. So yeah, I think that's the sort of thing that Mac Welshman snuck in all over the place. I also think not having at least one in real life landmark in each region pack was a miss on Colossal Order's part. I mean, if we want to talk about misses, I guess my thought with the region packs is that we were going to see a lot of, I thought we were going to be able to completely recreate a place. I think the UK pack comes closest to that. It does a very good job allowing you to recreate. A lot of people have said anyway, they've been able to recreate their towns and whatnot. I think that some of the other packs allow you to create a district, but it feels inconsistent. It would have been nice to have more consistency, but at the same time, here's the thing: they're free. It's hard to be real critical of anything that is truly free. And it's such a cool concept. The only thing is that I'm not super thrilled about is it creates winners and losers. And listen, guys, I know you're like, the US is getting 2 packs. They are. The Midwest is not getting a pack. So I'm maybe not as big of a loser as Italy, for instance, not being able to have anything, but we have many different architectural styles in the U.S. And I feel like anytime you have something that's that specific to an area, there are going to be people who miss out, which stinks. Midwest pack is vanilla assets, which is sad, but whatever. Are you insinuating that the Midwest is all trailer parks? because I resent that. It's not that case. That is not true. Unemployment rate? We'll take a look. My brain is still fried from travel. I do it right there. 8.6. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. The thing I'm honestly really concerned about. We'll look quickly. Where is it? Where is it? We can actually see that I don't have Sim Census in here right now, I don't believe. But I can still take a look at the number of homeless. There it is. Watches. Need to find the household one. Yeah, we got a lot of homeless. So we currently have 1,000 homeless in a city of 13,000 people, like, which is certifiably insane. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Has anyone tried creating a hexagon city in CS2? Someone did it. Someone did it. I saw someone try it. I didn't watch it. I thought about doing it myself because I watched the same City Beautiful video that you did. And but like, yeah, didn't do it. What's the city's education? Oh, yeah. You know what? Well, we're working on the UK over here. We are way down. We need a college, a university, and an elementary school. We'll go suburban elementary school over here. I think the suburban elementary school that came with the UK pack, I think is the best school that we have right now. It's wonderful. And I know that, like, I saw a million comments of people saying, like, this looks just like the one that I attended. It looks just like the one that I attended. So I think it's like, it's such a universal asset. I think it's so wonderful. So I'll break the grid up here as well. I also love that, like, the turnaround loop is built into this asset, so I don't have to build one. And that the surfaces aren't here, so I can add my own. And let's see, what do we need? We're a little bit shy, so I'll just add the extensions on. We'll lose all the money. Elk Street has a weird hitch. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. This road that I built has one-sided parking. We've been using it everywhere here. This also looks bad, but we'll fix that eventually. It eventually will be now. So yeah, because of that, if I don't reverse it in the correct direction or do it right away, it ends up looking bad. There we go. That's better. That is better. Your school had them, but they got rid of them half a century later. How long will the stream be? Another hour and 45 minutes. It's gonna be a short stream because I want to get that video done, and I want to look at the other assets. So it's gonna be a short stream today. And then for any Americans, I'm going to apologize. I'm gonna do another stream during the day next week. It's been working out really well, and I think especially with the holidays coming up, it's probably going to be more and more of these during the day streams. So, yeah, I'm gonna get the crematorium node. I think education and death care are kind of two halves of the whole of this issue right now. So I think Let's see, what does this one do? 5 hearses, $15,000 a month in upkeep, 100 capacity. 20 hearses, or 10 hearses. This asset is so ridiculously big. Like, where I grew up, I mean, the crematoriums and funeral homes, they're like mansion sized. So like 6x6 units, but these are way bigger. And if you want to have more hearses, if they get even bigger, I can't do it. Like I really want to do it, but I'm not going to do it. We never actually finished these either, which is unfortunate. Add more storage. Yeah, like this. These blocks don't have surfaces. We were struggling with that. I never finished it. So more things. The next one's probably just gonna be a lot of cleanup. I bet Biffa's loving the UK pack. I've spoken with Biffa about or been involved in conversations, and I think Biffa really enjoys the UK pack. Raven, thank you for the Prime. Tea drinking unicorn, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate you guys. Day stream, it's very night here. That's true. That's true. It's very day for me right now. I feel very awake. Yeah. Looks cool. Thank you. What mug is this? This is the Christmas mug that I got last year. It's just a gigantic Target mug that my daughter got, and I love the size of it. So wait. Planner Duck is giving away a mug right now. Is it 4 mugs that you're giving away? Holy cow. If you're on Twitch, join. Yeah, is it exclamation point or is it just join? Type in join. Everyone type in join. And YouTube, this might be a reason why you want to hop onto Twitch. So join. It's going to give away 4 mugs. Thank you, Planner Duck. These are the Mulligan mugs. And these were actually designed by my editor. I don't think I've ever said that. My editor designed these mugs. Absolutely beautiful mugs. Big old mugs. Love them so much. Yeah, W editor. Yes. I've kind of just like talked to him about doing other things. He's been working on some animations, lots of good stuff. Congrats to anyone that it looks like Pacific Squeak, More Brie, It's a Stove, and the Mad Tanker won mugs. Thank you, Planner Duck, for giving the mugs to them. That's super generous of you. And little E91, thank you so much for the 8 months of Prime. Appreciate you. It's rigged. Here's the thing. 4 mugs, 400 people here, 422. Better odds than many things. Better odds than many things. Yeah, you don't have to join anymore. The mugs are given away. I wonder. You know, I often will go and give gifted subs when we raid people. I will tell you guys this. I'm gonna look right now real quick. I am gonna gift 5 Magnolia County mugs in 45 minutes. So if you are over on YouTube, come over to Twitch and I will gift 5 of these at Twitch chat at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. And then you can do join and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Icy, you've spent 0 seconds watching. Icy, thank you for being here. Yeah, 45 minutes. 45 minutes. I will give those away. What is going on? Like, we were poisoning people before. That was our problem last time. We were poisoning people. I don't know if you guys remember that. And I thought that we solved it, but we had clearly not. I'm losing my patience with this issue. And I think we're just about to spend a whole bunch of money trying to fix it. Because that's clearly the best way of handling this. Healthcare coverage, yeah. Bayport is the struggle. Bayport is an absolute mess and has been. I feel like we've been experimenting with mods and different things in Bayport, and the map itself is honestly kind of a struggle too. Okay, place the UK hospital, got $250,000, got some French buildings, got high density offices, which I honestly am pretty excited about. We'll place some of those in France. Load limits, high-speed highways, slow things down. Who made all the master plan music? A couple of different producers. So I work with a producer in Ukraine, a producer in Mexico, and a producer in Indonesia. The primary producer is the one in Ukraine, and his name is Nick. He is amazing. Love him so much. I basically at this point have him working on something at all times. So I've been I feel like we've finally started to click. There's also another gentleman out of Georgia that worked on a project as well. But the last few projects have all been Nick, and I feel like he worked on a project early on during Nicolay Bay, and I felt like it just didn't work as much as I wanted it to. And then went back to him, and I feel like we've just been clicking. Like, I'll tell him what I'm looking for. I'll outline every track, tell him some vibes, and he'll come back with something that just like every time blows me away. So yeah, it's very good. How do I delete trees? I use the forestry brush. You're super late. Just watched F1 qualifying. What did you miss? We deleted half the city. And we've been talking about the UK, but unable to build anything because 100% of the demand is gone, which bluntly is very frustrating. I don't know what to say besides it's very frustrating. CPB is a cottage industry. You know, it's funny. The longer okay, these are free. The longer I work on stuff for City Planner Plays, the more people get involved, and the more I bring other. I want to find ways to continue to elevate things, and I feel like unique music is one of those ways. So yeah, my chair is odd. What's wrong with my chair? My chair is wonderful. What keys do I press? Oh, right mouse click. When you want to get rid of the trees and you're in the forestry, press right mouse click, and you'll get rid of them. We're still burning through money. There's one more. I haven't looked in here yet. Unoccupied buildings. Okay, we actually have a tool now to diagnose these, because the black ones are the unoccupied buildings. So interestingly, it's 2 that we just built, and yeah, there's one household in each. That's kind of it. So medium density is the same thing. Labor availability is why we don't have industrial demand. City skylines. Do you see how this is incompatible with one another? Oh, now it's fixing itself. We just need to be patient and wait. Patient and wait. Your city was 300,000 and full of demand. The UK zoning tanked it. It's a bug. Is it? We haven't really added any though. That's the crazy thing. And I did it to Magnolia County and it didn't take my demand. How do you claim the mug? The mug is going to be in 40 minutes. No way to claim it yet. I have to buy it. Maybe looking at a reload. Think that'll do it? I'm willing to bite. I'm willing to bite. This is a new bug that I do not like. When you save, it grabs the name of whatever's at the top, and I have overwritten. I should actually report that one because I have not reported that one. But yeah, it like so. I could overwrite. I could overwrite Magnolia County, which would be an absolute disaster, because especially the last part. So much work. So much work. Okay. I'm just gonna straight up reload it. We'll see what that does. Why is everybody in my city either about to die, is dead, or about to die? I have no idea. We built a crematorium. We've built a hospital. We changed our water because we were polluting our water at one point. That was our big issue. But we've rectified that. We removed all the water. And now this thing is no longer polluted. 0% pollution. I have absolutely no idea why everyone is sick and dying and not getting picked up. I do wonder. I kind of wonder. You might notice with some of these blocks, pedestrian access isn't right, and I wonder if there's something wrong with some of these buildings. Let's play a little bit of whack-a-mole. This is a thought experiment. Those are the ones with pedestrian problems. And I'll just replace these. Yeah, there's a dead person there too. You know what? The way to solve death and other problems is to just delete the buildings. That's the way. Boom. Solutions. Solutions. All the best solutions. I feel a way about this. No, it's not going to fix it. And is this functional? It's not doing anything. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I will admit that I'm starting to fear that Bayport is incredibly unhappy, and we may have gone too hard on mods, and as a result, Bayport is slowly suffering a certain fate that I'm not very happy about. You also have all this bug where your residential demand is gone. Well, I feel like we're experiencing more than just that, because we don't have any of we're not seeing anything get picked up, be it someone who's sick, someone who's dead. No one's getting picked up. No one is at this hospital. One vehicle in use. Okay. We're gonna do something, chat. Little experiment. So we were having all sorts of problems with that, but I did manage to get Poplar running again, and I want to see if the demand is messed up in there as well, or if it's working. What are my taxes set to? I lowered them all to 10. So if you're at 10, it's basically like perfect across the board. And we had it down to 7, and that wasn't fixing anything either. How long does a game take to load by you guys. Give me a second. First of all, I just got a new version of Skive right now. I don't know if that's old or not, but okay. I'm swapping over. We're in the popular playset. I think that this one's good. If you guys aren't using Skive, one of the things that's great about it is you can go through here. Yeah, zoning toolkit, I've got to disable that because it's not working. I feel like I've been getting this missing dependency. Thinks I don't have anarchy. I don't have anarchy in this place. That's bizarre. Okay. Should be good now. Should be good. Do I have the UK? I don't. So I'm going to add a couple of assets to this. I've got to hide this from you guys for a second. I got a little bit nervous for a second there. It wasn't showing them like that before. That is new. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Bizarre. I've got to add the asset packs and then we should be good. For some reason, it's showing me individual assets from only the German content creator pack. I was a little bit nervous because I have a few things that I can't show. So I can't have that up here. Let's see. Should be good now. What am I hiding? I'm hiding the stuff from Monday, and I might be hiding other stuff too. You never know. I'm a mysterious man. There we go. French pack. So let's just see. We got UK, German, UK, France, all right there. Good to go. Should work. We'll just launch it and see what happens. How much RAM do I have? 96 gigs. Sneaky link. I have to. I'll get myself in trouble. Man, full of forbidden knowledge for mortals like us. Listen, it's not as glorious and glamorous as it seems. PT, thank you for the prime. Luckiest, thank you so much for the prime. Jaren, thank you so much for the prime. 2 months. Do I look forward to the new DLCs for CS2? Ask me on Monday. Andrew, thank you so much for the tier 1. Appreciate you, buddy. 6 months. Yeah, that's a question for Monday. Wolfie, thank you so much for the super chat. After downloading assets, where do you put them? After downloading assets, where do you put them? Wolfie, are you downloading assets manually? You have to create a folder called streaming assets with a tilde inside of your Skylines directory in users. Basically, if you're downloading assets manually, you should talk to the asset creator because they should have instructions for you. Rema Christian, thank you, sir. I probably mispronounced it. I apologize. Thank you for becoming associate planner on YouTube. Al Demetrius, I missed that. I think I completely missed that before. How's life going? Good. It's been a while. It has. We should talk on Discord. In City Hall. Why can't I answer? They already showed some teasers because you're asking for my review of them. And I feel like, I'm excited about content. Yes, I'm excited about new content. I was in a weird spot where I think a lot of people were saying, you know what, I just want new content. I want more assets. That's what I really want. And I've been saying for a while now, I could give two cares about new assets. I want the simulation fixed. The homeless bug kills me. And there are a lot of people saying, I don't really care as long as, basically as long as I get new assets. And until we got the new assets, I didn't think that I cared that much. And then we got them and I'm like, dang, these are just sick. Like I needed these. So yeah, you forgot how big this city is? Yeah, for anyone who's unaware. So this is Poplar. And the reason it looks like this is chat. Chat said, yeah, what I really need is this building unlocked, the grass crown. And I said, yeah, we'll unlock any building you want to unlock. We'll do it naturally. And this building requires you to place some ungodly number of commercial buildings to unlock it. European commercial buildings or his offices or something like that. So we spent, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours spamming buildings. It must be, what do we have in here? I don't even know. But we stuck with it. We stuck with it. We just kept going. And yeah, then we got crushed with traffic. We have garbage piling up. We had to add a subway system to support this. It got real fast. So if you're wondering why the transition is so gnarly, it is straight up because we were unlocking one building. This whole city exists to unlock this building at this point. That's one big downtown. It is. We had lots of traffic problems, which is why we ended up adding this highway madness that now looks empty. But during rush hour, it'll just get crushed. So yeah, it was fun. No, guys, it's a realistic single family planning. You think so? High density EU housing. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. High density EU housing to get that building unlocked. And this building itself houses almost 9,000 people, 9,200 people almost. So it's a wild building. I've heard though that this building actually can solve a lot of your homelessness issues because the rent in this is incredibly cheap, or so I hear. It is $29 a month to live in this building for 9,000 people. So that would make you wealthy, and then maybe you could leave here and afford all of the high density housing that we built. Yeah, I know, right? I don't sound happy about the upcoming DLCs. Just wait till Monday. Just wait till Monday. I'm super excited about Bridges and Ports. Super excited about it. I think it's hard to sell DLC when you're giving stuff away. I think it's really hard. Like when they're actively giving stuff away, it's hard to sell DLC. That's all I'm going to say. I'm done. I'm done with like beyond that. Like that's all like, I'm not going to get into it. Like, first of all, selfish content creator, I want you to watch my video. I'm going to work on it as soon as I'm done with this. You will get me to crack one day. I want you to watch my video, number one. Number two, I don't want to get myself into trouble. And number three, I feel like I'm still in the midst of formulating my thoughts. I've looked at a lot of things. But I don't necessarily feel like I'm in a spot where I can completely critique just yet. We'll get there. But I'm not there yet. I'm going to use these UK assets one way or another today. And what I think I'm going to do instead, we're going to pivot. I want to see if we can create a reasonable transition using the UK assets from this crazy high density downtown to our relatively suburban area just outside of it. So I want to use the UK high density housing, and then we're going to transition down into the UK medium density housing. And this guy put out this video that I think might be really helpful. City Palmer Plays. I love that guy. He's so good. Cool. I don't have premium because I'm on this. So we can all watch Hero Wars together. Okay. I want to look specifically. Where is it? Where is it? You know what? This is going to make me do what I probably should have been doing. I'm going to zoom in and take a bunch of PNGs. I'll put it on my website so that you guys can actually take a look at this. Because what I really want to do right now is I want to see the asset sizes. And I can kind of get it from this, but it's not very good. So I basically want this, but zoomed in. Because this does help me. Like I can see like I need to get a bunch of 5-unit deep assets because I have the most diversity there. And then for medium density, it's 4 units and 5 units deep. I'm going to get the most assets. So your game crashed. Oh no. I'm not subscribed to myself. I'm not signed in right now. I've learned my lesson. So I have 2 versions of Firefox. I have Firefox Pocket, which I don't sign into anything. I don't want you guys to know what I'm watching. I don't want you guys to know what I'm watching. I will tell you one thing though. I figured out how to get, or I should say, Discord helped me figure out how to do the rewind thing, and my #1 most viewed channel was City Planner Plays. Second was Biffa. I watch Biffa. Outside of that, I was like a bunch of random stuff. So yeah, I was in the top 1% of City Planner Plays viewers, which is embarrassing. I'm doing that basically because I want to make sure that my videos are working. So I'll just like play it and then I'll get rid of it if there's a problem. Yeah, shameless self-promotion. I do watch the Lane Math guy. I have watched a lot of the Lane Math guy for many years. I figured I could not be a YouTuber because the Lane Math guy was so much better. So I still watch him. Biffa is a very good YouTuber. He's engaging. He's funny. He's got his he's really locked into what like he's good at this point in time. And I think at this point he's just very confident in his abilities and comfortable with what he's doing, which is something that I think I could stand to learn from him. So yeah. You were the top 0.3%, Toby. Thank you. Appreciate you, buddy. Did Biffa ever do a face reveal? No, I don't. I will tell you this. I know a lot about a lot of YouTubers. I don't know anything about Biffa. I know some things, but I've never seen Biffa's face. I don't know Biffa's real name. Don't know anything like that. Biffa is an international man of mystery, and he will remain that way. And I respect that. I'm glad that I am not anymore. It wasn't 100% my choice, and then it was kind of my choice as well. And I respect people who don't want to do it. I get it. Like, I think about it. At least in the beginning, I did. Like, if I go to the grocery store, I might bump into someone that's seen my channel, and like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be embarrassed because my channel's not that good. That was like a thought that like went through my head all the time. And now I don't really care if someone were to say something. Like, I'm proud of what I do, so it's cool. I don't care. It's fine. Biffa was in Finland, right? No, Biffa was not in Finland. No, I was really hoping to see Biffa, but Biffa did not make it to Finland. The two that a lot of people wanted to see that didn't go. Infrastructurist, again, another person. Actually, I'm not really. I've spoken with a lot of people in the Skylines community. Infrastructurist is not one that I speak to very often. Not because I don't like Infrastructurist, but I just hasn't the opportunity's never really been there. Biffa was kind of a mentor to me coming into my content creation journey. And Egg and I have also speak fairly regularly, $2.20. But those two, I'd say Infrastructurist and Biffa were the two that a lot of people had hoped to see that weren't there. And it wasn't because they weren't invited, it just didn't work. Or they didn't want to come. Like, I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to go. That's fine too. Imagine if Imperator went. I would have liked for Imperator to go. But yeah, he didn't. He was also not there. And I'm sure, the thing I will give mad props to both Paradox and Colossal Order for doing is they let creators of a variety of sizes go. And there were creators that, had much smaller followings than them that were there. And I think that was super awesome, super appreciative, and the right thing to do, because the Skylines community is not just like, who's the biggest creator or the biggest creators, they should only be there. The Skylines community is much bigger than that. And we all are together. And like, I don't understand why people watch me over someone else. I don't really get it, but I appreciate it. And I guess I think that everyone deserves a showcase, and that was definitely, I felt that there. So I would imagine that Imperator was also invited and just couldn't make it or didn't want to come. How did that come about? Did they reach out? Yeah, they reached out. I mean, if you create Skylines content, you have contacts at Paradox. I mean, I've been reached out to by a variety of developers. I mean, there's a well-known city builder. I got invited to go to Poland to go check it out, and the timing didn't work. I ended up not covering the game, not because of a lack of interest. The timing didn't work. So yeah, people watch you, creepy. I know. Why are people watching me so often? I don't understand it. I'm just trying to mind my own business over here. How did Biffa first become a mentor? Oh gosh. I don't 100% recall. Okay, we got that fine. Biffa mentioned my channel, and I think at one point I did not realize how approachable most creators are. And I want to say that I shot Biffa a message on Discord. I tried to add him, and I figured he wouldn't add me. Because, he's Biffa. Like, why would he add me? But he immediately, added me back and was just super approachable. I've taken a lot of my lessons in how I carry myself as a creator from Biffa. One of the things that Biffa was willing to do was when I had no followers, he showcased my channel on his and said, hey, if you want to check out some interesting content, go check out City Planner Plays. He's making some interesting stuff. So, and I was not making very good stuff. It might have been interesting, but it wasn't good. So for him to be willing to do that and share his audience with me was very, very generous of him. And as a result, I still will, if I see something interesting, I want to share it with everybody. And that's really impacted my view on content creation. But him reaching out and being willing to talk about being a content creator in a way that I don't think anyone else, I never thought that anyone would be willing to do that. Because, coming from in my planning career, even there's so many places where people wouldn't share their feelings because they didn't want to divulge proprietary information. I figured that content creators are going to be very similar, but it's not the way they are. Generally very open and warm, which I love. Biffa's everyone's mentor. Yeah. I mean, And here's the thing. Here's the other thing I love about Biffa. We have disagreed about things, about content creation, and we both love talking about it. So like, there have been people like I think I gave like an example of Biffa's influence on me. Dar reached out to me. Dar's got a great Twitch channel and makes some excellent YouTube videos as well. He asked for some advice, and I did the exact same thing with Biffa at one point, and Biffa he threw it all on the table. He's like, this is how I feel. If you want to improve, this is what you got to do. And I took a lot of his advice. About thumbnails and titling and like different things like that I just didn't really have a handle for. And I probably learned 4 or 5 years worth of advice from Biffa in a matter of months because he was willing to share it. So I will also share those sorts of things with people because I've had someone like Biffa show me the way, which I think is great. So Biffa is really in my opinion, probably one of the most important members of the Skylines community because of the way that he's willing to interact with other creators. So yeah. Hazel Place, thank you for being here. Some Skylines gamers are more interesting than others. You only watch you only watch View Candy. View Candy's great. View Candy is one of the people I had not had any. I don't think I had any direct. Like I shouted View Candy out at one point, but like never any direct conversations with View until Finland, and she's just genuinely a wonderful, kind person that I enjoyed speaking with. Very interesting as well. Very much respect View, and just very, 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 very engaging, interesting person. View is wonderful, absolutely. Twitch is your only form of human interactions? I'm sure that that's not true. But one thing I love about Twitch and YouTube and live streaming in general is that you have the opportunity to hang out with people who are thinking the exact same thing about a particular topic as you. Wait. V5VV. Your power went out and you were just chilling on your UPS watching this? That's impressive. I'm glad that power's back. Community's so wholesome. That's one of the things I love about it. It's not a community that like is just very standoffish. It's just very nice. Couldn't ask for a better community. That's also why I have not enjoyed making certain, like I made City Planner Explains, and I felt like I know there's a lot of overlap, but I felt like the urbanist community on YouTube was just, and no offense if you're a part of it, it's a little toxic. Was not a fan. And I think a big part of that feeling is that the Skylines community is so chill and everyone is so friendly and nice. And then you interact with that kind of community, and then you go into a more mainstream niche. It's just a different experience. And I didn't like it. I enjoy being a creator because I get to just have fun. That was less fun. Biffa is in YouTube. Oh. Well, now I'm going to stop talking about Biffa. Hi, Biffa. Sorry about waxing poetic about how much I've appreciated you for a while, but I do. You like all the CS2 streamers? Each one has their own unique style and the way they approach a simulation. You really like City Planner because he explains everything in a way that you can understand. I appreciate that. I do. I think that you should watch more than just one. And Biffa, I did not know you were there. I went on a rant about you for a while. And also, YouTube Studio disconnected, so I can't see what's going on over there. Amazing. Yes, urbanism is great. Online urbanism community filled with lots of toxicity and smugness. Yes. Hey, Phil, you made my week, and you're the most welcome. Appreciate you. Like, You have made my content creation journey, so it's very much appreciated. Hopefully you're doing well. Loved your video, by the way, on Kettlewick. Excellent work. Look forward to following the series and seeing where it goes. The green screen is well done. I don't have a green screen. This is so you know, this is all NVIDIA nonsense. So like behind me is just the shelf. Biffa Love Fest. If you're a fan of City Skylines content, Biffa should be. He's basically the gateway drug into Skylines content. The green screen scutout is crazy good now. NVIDIA, like, just killing it. It's why I mentioned this. I don't know if he's in here right now. I had a nice conversation with First Necron a while back, where we were talking about. I've got way too much tech in here. I've got in front of me. I'm looking at you guys, and I don't know if I can do it. I'm guessing I can't. Let's see. I'm gonna try. No, I'm not going to, because I was going to turn this into a video. What I will say is I've got a Mac right over here. I've got my gaming PC in the other room, and I am using a KVM to bring that in here via Ethernet, and then I have my streaming PC right here. And when I spoke with First Necron, we talked about how great it would be if I could stream everything on my Mac. But with Twitch enhanced broadcasting, my big fear is that I couldn't do that. And that's all because it's all NVIDIA stuff. Twitch enhanced. I edit on my Mac. Yeah, I edit in Final Cut. Yeah, their prices are crazy. I mean, that's the problem. Like my graphics card in my gaming PC costs the exact same amount as my Mac laptop. And my Mac laptop is just a beast. It's a ridiculous machine. Buy NVIDIA stock, so it's a win-win. Not financial advice. I bought NVIDIA stock. When there were the graphics card shortages for gaming. So I definitely love NVIDIA because of that too. that was a whoa. I had no idea that this was going to do so well. That was pretty cool. I didn't buy that much. I bought enough to be happy, not enough to retire. Hi everyone, I'm taking your homes, instant eviction. Not just am I taking your homes, I'm replacing it with apartments, which is basically every how do I say this in a nice way? Every NIMBY's biggest fear is that the planner comes in with these plans of density and immediately says your single family home is going to, one of two things. We're gonna have this gigantic tower looking into your backyard as you sunbathe back here, or you're gonna be evicted out of your house and you'll be replaced with a townhome, and we're gonna force you to live in a townhome. Density, terrible. I wanna live in my single family home and be able to walk to downtown. So we're doing that now. That's what we're doing. You keep forgetting to use the free sub. Here's some money for Apple products. Urban Arena, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate you. Katie, thank you so much for the Prime. Amigo Equus, thank you so much for the 2 months of Prime. How to control the zoning of the sides of the road. We still need to use the alley ped path trick. Yeah, zoning toolkit isn't working. The other trick that I like to use for zoning is I will grab a highway, like the two-lane highway. And if you're zoning in a whole block, okay. Quick thought experiment with me. So let's say we want to wrap all the way around our prison with a neighborhood, because like that's what people do. Um, we'll just bring it around here. Different block sizes. I'm not concerned. It's all good in the hood because this is truly the hood. Now, if I want all of my streets to face like evergreen, all of the evergreen streets that we now have, the way that's probably easiest is to think about it up front and just grab these temporarily, convert them to highways. And you probably should be a little bit more careful than I was. I just slid this one over, for instance. And now I've done a couple of things. So watch as the street name is fixed right here. So now this is, well, they're separate. I didn't do it over here. It will be fixed. It'll be two separate streets because it's a different roadway classification. And all the zoning will front on these streets. So, all right, we'll keep going with this. We'll keep going with this. UK housing. I'm going to go 4s. And now I can relatively rapidly just kind of go up and down here. And it's all right. So once this is all filled in, then I should be able to, one problem. Once this is all filled in, I should be able to just convert these roads. But I do have to connect each street now because they're all disconnected. There we go. So now all those are connected, and look at all of these. They're fronting the right streets, nice and orderly. I can throw alleys in the back afterwards. Pretty standard inner ring suburb neighborhood right now. Just a big grid and a whole bunch of the same house. You still use the key walls for zoning? That is another approach. I think that this is a little bit easier. That's the only reason why I've started using this. To me, it's very predictable. Don't I want to do the giveaway now? I do. Give me a second. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, I've got to pay for this. I could give myself a donation. That sounds like a dumb idea. Leave a message for Phil. I read those, but I'm not gonna leave myself one. And then let's see. Not gonna show you my credit card. That'd be dumb. Oh, I can do PayPal. It's so much easier. Boom. You're joining too soon. I didn't finish. The payment is processing. Sometimes takes a few minutes or longer. I didn't realize my store was so slow to make a purchase. Just got an email of some sort. I just paid. Yeah, you guys are spamming join and it's not time to join yet. I don't know what you're doing. It's taking a second. Crazy Mage, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Super generous of you. Thank you. Anyone got a sub? There is a video in the Vimeo. Jump on over. Okay, someone just gifted 5 Magnolia County mugs. Maybe now you should spam join as quickly as you can. Yeah, spam. Anonymous, thank you for the 5 gifted gifted mugs. Okay, do it. Spam join. Magnolia County mug. These are my favorite item on the merch store. Without a doubt. Like, I love this mug. Love it so much. And it should be done in a couple minutes. 5 of you will get it. In the meantime, I will just look up at chat and only see join on Twitch and see nothing from YouTube. As everyone on YouTube sits in silence, wondering what's going on. If you do happen to have Twitch and YouTube and you hop over and you spam join, you could win a free mug. YouTube. That's what's going on. And the funny thing is, YouTube just straight up crashed for me as this is going on. You know I can just drag when replacing these roads? Carl, I know that I can. The main reason that I didn't do that is I will screw it up. And it looks like the mugs have been given away. They are going to Urban Auri Knob, Darth Frostbite, Van Zabi, Sir Saban Top, and Charm. So enjoy those mugs, everybody. Thank you so much. Hopefully like them. Hopefully like them as much as I do. You actually won. There you go. You did win. So maybe we'll have to do that a little bit more. That's fun. Congrats to the winners. Congrats. And enjoy. Wait. You won and you're unhappy? What's wrong? Oh, wait. Why do I get the WTF? I don't understand. I thought you'd be happy that you have a mug. Now you're very unhappy. Yeah, congrats everyone who got a mug. So here we go. We were able to control zoning. Very monotonous. Looks like a suburb. Any new merch coming soon? Yes. It's so Segunda Beach is going to be undergoing a rebranding, and it's going to be much better. The person who made the Magnolia County logo, I shot a message over and it didn't. We were like 2 ships passing in the night. We didn't cross paths, and then they got back to me and they had a concept for it. They're like, I watched Segunda Beach. We can do better. And gave me a concept, and it was sick. I just loved it. So we're gonna rebrand it, and as soon as we do, we'll have it on the mugs. It's gonna be awesome. Remember going back to Clearwater County or Nicolay Bay in CS1? Why you gotta bring up my shame? I really thought that I'd have that done by the end of the year, and I don't. And there's so much CS2 content coming out, and I'm just like so into the other things that I'm working on right now. I don't think you like. Actually, really I really enjoy the things that I'm working on. So yes, at some point, yes, it's one of each. It's a goodbye, and those goodbyes are always, I feel like I need to do a good job, and that makes me take longer, and it's made me have a little bit of it's not anxiety about finishing it, but it's just like Clearwater County, I know what I want to do, and it's going to take me 1,000 years. Maybe I should just take my gaming laptop on the flight that I have coming up and just like churn out B-roll because it's 100% B-roll. I don't need any CS1 content. That's the other thing. Like, there's a very vocal minority of people who want to see CS1 content, but then I release CS1 content and people are like, what the hell is this? Like, I don't want to see this stuff. I'm done with that. So like, it's a weird thing, but I want to wrap them up. I want to finish it up. I will get it done. Is it going to come this year? I will be honest and say I don't think so. I don't think it's going to come while the region packs are still coming out. I find myself being very swamped as of late, and it's a good problem to have. I think most creators, I don't know if Biff is still in here, but I'm guessing, you know, Biff is diversified more than I am. I have some diversification, but if you have less diversity, there wasn't a lot to talk about. A lot of the same buildings. Now there's a lot to talk about. It feels like they basically took a cannon and just like shot out all the content at once, and I want to cover it all, and that takes time. You love those thin buildings? Give you some CS4 rides. These right here, there's a 2x4 and a 2x5, and I love these things. They had no parking, so I probably should be adding parking. You can see the streets are just filling up. But I love these. You can make an apartment complex with them. You can do a lot of different things. They're such cool assets. But at this point, what I'm trying to do is not like control the assets specifically. It's more of a thought of experiment. Like, if we want to have a transition in densities, you know, early on, you would just tell people, all right, we'll just zone smaller buildings and you'll get that transition. But now I think it is zone the vanilla buildings and then come over to the UK buildings. And like, these are high density UK buildings, and look at how much shorter they are. And then we'll get rid of this. Get out of here with that nonsense. No one wants that anymore. No one wants that. We'll go to medium soon. Maybe a few more blocks of high density, mixed with some assets. Like, we got rid of the hospital. I think doing something like this could work. I think we can actually transition now, which I think is great. You know what, CS2 has an international audience, but you'd still have to see US region packs. There are region packs from the US coming. There are 2 of them. You just redeemed your mug. Thank you so much. Best early Christmas gift ever. Hey, enjoy it. I hope you love the mug. I hope you do. I see all 5 of you got it now, so I'm happy to see that. Wait a minute. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm confused. Benzobi, did you not get your mug? I'm confused. How do you get it? You were on an ad? I think you have to accept it. I don't know how to accept it. If anyone could help Van Zobi accept it, that'd be good, because I don't know how to. I barely know how to give them to you. After watching the Mandalore series, you picked it up today? That's awesome. There are 5 people that want a mug, and you have to accept it, otherwise you don't get it. I am Trash Master. Thank you so much for the Prime. On the nerdy side, thank you so much for a year of Tier 1. Happy Turkey Day weekend from across the lake in West Michigan. It was snowing. It was snowing. It made for a thrilling ride home. Everyone else was asleep, and I was white knuckling it. It was awesome. Varpa, Varparax. Thank you so much for the Prime. There was a link posted in chat to redeem once you were chosen. Q-Boyd. Q. Thank you for being here, buddy. Good to see you. Ranzobi, you might need to scroll way up. You might, I can't actually see it. So I will apologize for that, but I cannot see it. I'm a little bit concerned because I think they might have given it to someone else. If they did, reach out to me on Discord and I'll get you one. Hold on, let me look real quick. Sir Charm? I have a sneaking suspicion. I'm gonna be honest with you, Vanzobi. I think that your. Oh wait, no. That was from. Yeah, you have to claim it. It's somewhere in there. It's somewhere. You have to scroll up. I don't know how to do it. Emote only chat. You guys are helping out Vanzobi. There is a way because someone missed the Planter Duck redemption and they were able to claim it. So yeah. Yeah, can't see links. I can probably help. You're totally right about the U.S. region pack stuff. Southwest New England, Hawaii, huge opportunity there. Yeah. Here's the thing though, the U.S. is getting 2 region packs, and there's no other country getting 2. So yeah. If you have that link, DM it. Oh. Hold on. Pacific Squeak. You are a wonderful human being. There you go to the winners who have not redeemed yet. Oh, it worked for you. Good. We'll have more of those. That was fun. And now I know that that's the redemption link for anyone who won. And I think it's tied to Twitch. So YouTube, it's not that I don't love you guys. It's that I straight up cannot do that on YouTube. There's just some things about Twitch that are really special, and that's one of them. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying anymore. But yeah. Go grab your mug, yes. My link is wrong. I wrote City Planner Play. That is true. I don't even know my own website, guys. It's a holiday for me. It's a holiday. I almost did City Planner Playa. There we go. That's the one. Mug root beer, you need one? I'd take a mug root beer. Honestly, I'm going to end up after the stream just like mainlining a whole bunch of mashed potatoes straight into my vein because it's what I need right now. Mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing, some roast. There's like nothing more that I want in the world right now than a bit of that. And then I will look at, then I'll have to look at some content and make a video about it. Isn't it Black Friday today? Listen, okay. Here, YouTube, this is yours. Did you guys do anything for Black Friday? Does Black Friday still matter anymore? Like, I don't think it does. Like, I will get things throughout the year. Like, I got a shelf. My wife and I have a shelf where throughout the year, if we see things that we think are like a good deal and like our kids are going to like them, throughout the year, we'll get it. So like, I've been doing Christmas all year and it doesn't feel like Black Friday is the best day to buy things anymore. Dang. That is wild. I know it's only 56 votes on YouTube, but 88% of people said they've done nothing for it. You went to Aldi. Forgot how bad traffic is going to be because you don't pay attention to Black Friday. It's just like, it's such an ordeal. And I don't feel like the deals are any better than Cyber Monday or Prime Day. Like, they're fine. They're fine. They're fine. But like, it's not that great. Got some kind of virus. Best Black Friday deal yet. I'm guessing I shouldn't laugh because I'm guessing that I'm guessing it's not a computer virus. That's where my head went initially, and now it's like, oh, you probably have the flu or something, which is miserable, and I'm sorry. And I think anyone who just celebrated Thanksgiving, it's on your mind. No, Black Friday has no relevance in North Jersey, but your family's abroad. Have taken it and ran with it. So you have relatives in Portugal and Peru talking about things they bought. Guys, thank you for the hype train. Someone bought a Struggle is Real shirt. Thank you for that. On the nerdy side, thank you for the gifted sub to IE from Connecticut. Dr. Beekman, thank you for the prime. You guys super generous. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Friday store discussion. Yeah, we're up to 2 minutes. 85% of people did nothing for it. Crazy Mage, thank you for the 5 gifties. You guys should save that. You guys should save all that because I will, like, it's probably going to be after the new year because like having a crazy subathon during the holidays sounds like misery and lots of disappointed children. And I also need to figure it out. So that'll honestly, like, some people go on a flight and they'll read a book and like do stuff like that. I'm going to be sitting on my flight, learning about OBS, getting better at StreamerBot. That's what I do. That's what I do. Oh, Mohammed, thank you so much for the gifted subs. It's like the two of you guys just today are going nuts. I appreciate you guys. Mercuria Rain, thank you so much for the tier 1. Where am I flying to? Bahamas. My wife and I decided for Christmas / anniversary / birthday, we were going to go on a trip to the Bahamas. So we are going over the holidays, for part of it anyway. I won't tell you the exact dates. Probably stream from there at some point. So yeah, it's gonna be my first time ever going there. So yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun. Do I have a code for the CPP Black Friday sale? There is no CPP Black Friday sale because I'm a schmuck. I don't. It's top secret. A lot of YouTubers will make a lot of money on their merch. I like barely. Like I keep it high enough that if there's inflation, I don't have the item pulled from the store. But basically, I don't make any money on my merch store. I have it there because if you like it, like you can enjoy it, and like hopefully it's cheap enough that if you want merch, you can have it, and if you don't, that's fine too. So I actually, for the most part, I can't really put much on sale because I would end up, or I should say I can put it on sale, but then I am straight up paying you to buy the merch, which sounds like something that would get me yelled at from my wife. I can't do it. Phil cares about people and not take every cent we are worth. There's just, merch is extra. Like, you guys are watching, like if you're enjoying it and you like the stuff, like I made that decision early on, and it's probably not a very wise business decision, but I'm also not a great business person, so whatever. It's fine. Not a sustainable business model. You don't think that giving away your merch at cost is a sustainable business model? I think it's a wonderful business model. It's one that I appreciate. You love, you respect the topography. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's probably not the most sustainable business model. I don't really care. Whatever. It's chill. You love your CPB mug to drink from? I love them too. Have I been to Switzerland? I have not. I would love to though. I have the only place. I mean, I have not. Listen, I've not really left the country, the U.S. a lot. I'm like many Americans who have spent very little time out of the country. Honestly, to our detriment most of the time. So I've been to Greece, Mexico, Finland, and I spent more time than I should have in Germany at the airport. Outside of that, I haven't really left the country all that much. I've never been to Canada. And I lived so close to Canada that like my sister said that she like spontaneously decided to go to Sault Ste. Marie, and it was a 6-hour drive. Like it's not that far. But I feel like I've Americaned hard in some points in my life, which is not leaving the country. But a big part of that, just like reasonably, much like Europe, where you guys have like a lot of different things that you can see in close proximity, the U.S. is very diverse. So people are different, architecture's different, the cuisine is different, accents are different, the scenery is different, the climate's different. So like a lot of Americans will go to different parts of the country and be exposed to something they've never seen before. And I think that for much of my life, that's kind of where I've been at. And now I've had opportunities to leave the country, and I feel very privileged to do that. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's not because it was younger, couldn't afford it, like different things like that. And now finally get the exposure. 100% worth traveling in all of the U.S. too. Absolutely. Like I've never been to Hawaii or Alaska, and those are like traveling internationally, but being able to speak the language and use the same currency, but it's a totally different world. So yeah. Am I still a real planner in real life? If not, do I miss it? No, I'm not planning for my city anymore. There was conflicts. The dark side of being a YouTuber, if you want to call it that, is that like you become a YouTuber and it's like a thing, you become a Z-list internet celebrity, and that like can that bleeds into your real world, and that happened to me. That said, do I miss it? Yeah, I miss being involved and like having a pulse on everything happening in my community. Also, being a YouTuber is like an amazing job. Like an amazing job. Like if I couldn't have been a planner, I would have loved to have worked in video games. And this is the closest I've ever gotten to it. It's like, which career would you rather have, this one or that one? Or would you like one where you get to do both? It's a tough one. So yeah, I'm at least a Y-list celeb. That, someone in chat did say they saw me at Jimmy John's. That makes me a Y-list celebrity. Yes. Will I join the civilian planning community someday? No, I'm gonna go one beyond that. I mean, when I'm far enough removed from, you gotta understand, like in the Madison area, I'm just well known. Like I had a very high profile job. I've been around for a long time. I'm a known quantity. And if I were to like run for city council or like go on the transportation commission, I wouldn't just be interacting with people, like random people. Like, I know these people really well. I've worked with them side by side. I've worked on plans with them. And, you know, like, I need more separation there. The other thing, like, advocacy, like, that's the other thing. Like, I could be a part of that. I don't know. I think like I've talked about teaching as kind of being the one direction that I have probably the most interest in. So we'll see. I basically am at a point where I've ruled nothing out, but I'm taking a time out. And just from a personal standpoint, like the timing of all of the YouTube channel taking off couldn't have been better. Like, I have 2 young kids, and I have the ability to go to basically all their school stuff because I set my own schedule. When I was doing my planning job, it was it's like, I think it's like this for many jobs. When you get high enough, you have a lot of night meetings and things get very stressful. And I was at that point in my career where I was being asked, like, what do you want to do next? Do you want to become a planning director? Do you want to, you know, run a parking utility? Do you want to do X, Y, and Z? Like, so that's where I was at. And now, and so I had a lot of night meetings, like sometimes 2-3 nights a week. I'd work all day, and then I would have dinner quickly, and then I'd work all night. And then, like, meetings in Madison are infamous for going into the wee hours of the night. I'm talking like midnight, 1, 2 in the morning, like just ridiculous hours. So that can be really hard when you have young kids. So yeah. You're voting interference for CPP. So French. You'd move to America to vote for CPP. That's the other thing. Like, politics gives me the yuckies. Like, it's important, and I encourage you, like, if you're interested in it, like, to do it. But I'd be honest, I'd be lying if I didn't say that, like, eek, you know? Yeah. It's a lot of responsibility. It is. It's a lot of responsibility. But also, the thing about being a planner that you don't realize when you're coming into the field, not everyone does anyway, I certainly didn't, is as a planner, you provide advice. And you implement things that you're told to implement, that the elected officials have approved. They control the power of the purse. They control the ultimate plan that gets approved. They have to authorize it. So as a planner, you know, there were many times where I said, oh, you know, in my professional expertise, this is what you should do. And you end up having a politician say, that's great, but I don't agree, and we're going to do this other thing instead. Which is fine. That is well within their right to do as a politician. They were voted for. I was not. I was hired. But if you are voted in, you get the ability to do that. And I would be lying if I didn't say that the opportunity to actually set policy is super tempting. It's the one thing that would get me into it. The ability to set policy yourself. Because I would really love to do that. Because there's a lot of bad policy out there. A lot of real garbage policy. And a lot of people making policy for bad reasons. Or who are just blissfully like, they like power, but they don't like policy. Which is like is a policy wonk, yeah. For no way. Not British enough, isn't dark and dingy. How about this? Better? Does it feel more British now? The Real Darkliner, thank you for being here. Alderman, that's probably as far as I'd want to go. I also worked very closely with the current mayor, and I would want separation there as well. Not because not because of dislike or anything like that. I want separation. You know. City policy planner. Now it feels very British. But here's the thing. I don't think that the UK is like this where everyone's dead because I deleted the death care. But the death care that we had was just spammed right here. It just looked terrible. So I'll sneak some back here. Do I ever have a problem with rivers drying up when precipitation is turned off for long periods of time? Only if you have the water features mod. If you have the water features mod, yes, you will experience that without a doubt. So delete that mod if you're experiencing it, or tweak the settings. Hi CPP in chat, how are we? Doing good. Good to see you in here. S Franco, good to see you in here. Death care cannot stop people from being dead. It provides a way of dealing with them. True. Yeah. Well, I mean, I would love for the death care to take care of them and resuscitate them, but that's not the way of the world. You had issues on a build? Did it have water features enabled mod? Yeah, there it is. That's the one. Map. This is Poplar Ponderosa's map of Victoria, British Columbia. It is an absolutely wonderful map. And the cool thing about it is Poplar's actually put the original plat of Victoria right here, which is one of the reasons why we have this kind of wonky V street through here. It's not even like that now. And this right here as well. This whole deal. So yeah, super cool. Your internet is so bad right now. Sorry to hear that. By the way, Poplar Ponderosa, good to see you in here. Good to see you in here, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. I think one more death care facility should maybe clean up our death care issue. And I might try to just like sneak that thing in back here. For anyone who's wondering why we're not in Bayport, I think before we do our round of GeoGuessr, I'll probably look at Bayport one more time just to see if it's still broken. I think Bayport might be dead. Which is super sad, but also like not entirely unexpected. We went a little hard with the mods. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably, while I'm editing, just let it simulate for a while and see if it comes back to life. If it doesn't, I'll be sad, but not heartbroken. And the main reason for that is so the map is beautiful. But the trees are kind of irritating, if I'm being honest with you. So I would probably choose a map that has a little bit less foliage on it. And certainly not a bunch that's sunk into the ground and all the little surfaces. It to me feels like a map that like I like the idea. I don't know that I love everything about it though. So yeah. What happened in Bayport? We lost all demand for everything. And the thought, some folks had the thought that it was the UK zoning, but here's the thing: we just monozoned a gigantic suburban neighborhood over here without any problems at all. We added some medium density over here, or some high density, no problem at all. We're about to add some medium density. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. I think that the real issue is that there are maybe some under the hood conflicts with mods that I don't know of right now. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. Super sad though. Any chance of me starting a European inspired city? That honestly, if Bayport goes by the wayside, if Bayport's dead, that's probably what I would do. Just like I said I would start a European city. It would probably be returning to Poplar, and doing that. Otherwise, I've really wanted to try my hand at a 1 million population city. And just like be a real boring but replicatable city with like an interesting waterfront. Or it would be a European city where I just try to look at some smaller European towns and then like kind of look at smaller towns, medium-sized towns, and large cities and try to figure out how they're developed and try to do it in a compelling way. Kivitz at a 1 million population city and had a really tough time with it, but that was on a really old version of the build, or really old build of the game. And I think there are ways that you could do it better that I think would be really interesting. The UK mix, by the way. EU. I tell you what, I'll ask Twitch real quick. You have a planning question? How important are 90-degree junctions? How often would you make sure they're 90 degrees, and when would you get away with them? You're learning how to make realistic infrastructure. I think that when you have a high-capacity road, you're coming into the high-capacity road, you want to make sure that visibility is as good as possible. And 90-degree junctions provide excellent visibility. If you are on a local street, two relatively low volume roads, like right here, you got to put yourself with any infrastructure or just any roads in general. Just imagine you're in a vehicle and you're coming up right here. And now you need to look for traffic. Easy to see here. Fair to see here. You have to crane your neck around to see this. And if there's any bushes, it could obscure your visibility. If there's a building, it could obscure your visibility. But here's the thing. The volumes on this street will never be very high. So it's not that big of a deal. But if we were to swing over here and we're at this road, first of all, that tree cannot be there. That's blocking visibility. But just imagine on this road, we come in at a 45-degree angle, and it's not like this. It's just a 45-degree angle in here. There's going to be a high volume on this road and a high volume on this one, and you're obstructing visibility. So it's not about the angle as much as it is about the visibility. Like this tree is just as bad as having a bad angle. This tree is just as bad as that. And some would argue that this tree being in the road is worst of all. So, that's what it's really about. It's about the visibility. Hopefully that makes sense. UK has roads like that everywhere. That's the other thing. Like you can't, if you're in a historic place or a place that was built on footpaths and, cattle paths, you're going to end up with angles like that you just, they are what they are. You have to mitigate it the best you can with traffic control and things of that nature. So they exist. And you can see over this build, there are plenty of grids, but lots of wonky stuff too. And I just try to not get it too crazy. Boston is awful for that. I mean, that's because Boston it's a pedestrian first city, it was built for pedestrians. So it's not at all surprising that you're going to have that sort of organic layout. It's just a very organically, not even planned. It's just an organic city. So there are pros and cons. If you control it really well, clearly you can end up with very safe angles. But here's the other thing about that. Here's where it cuts both ways. If you have perfect 90s everywhere, you have a city that is perfect for vehicles. But that also means that as a motorist, you're probably not thinking as much as you would be in that pedestrian, that city that's been organically grown over time. And you're able to kind of speed through. I felt that a lot when I lived in LA. I lived I still have it up. I lived in the San Fernando Valley for a bit, and then I lived in West LA, near UCLA. So the San Fernando Valley, like, look at the grid. It is everywhere. It was the easiest place I've ever lived in to navigate. I just learned the major interchanges, and those are all at roads that are major arterials. Then there are some collectors that cut through, and then local roads from there. The valley is like roadway hierarchy on steroids. You could even see it. Arterial, collector, local roads. They're all like, it's super easy to see it. An engineer had an absolute field day with this. But what this means is, as a motorist, it's easy to live. I lived over in Encino. So let's see. And I can't put my labels on. I guess they are on. I can't remember where I am. Let's see. There's the 405. I want to say it was like somewhere over here. I was off White Oak. It's irrelevant. Either way, it incentivized me going from Encino all the way over to Glendale, because as a motorist, I had 1,000 different ways to get here. I go all the way to the Glendale Galleria where I worked, and then drive straight back. And I could take these arterials, I could take a highway, and half of these. One of the things about California that I really did not like, and I don't know if they still do this, they would do speed studies. So they would go on this road with a bunch of speed guns. So we're on this residential road. It's a four-lane. This is arterial with a twiddle, a suicide lane right in the middle. And they would sit here with a radar gun and clock people's speeds. And they'd figure out, like, what is the prevailing dominant speed in this road, and then they would adjust the speed limit to that speed. It makes a lot of sense in some ways, because, like, you don't want to post the speed limit lower and have that speed differential increase. But also, the problem with that is that it's kind of self-perpetuating. People feel like they should always go 5 miles minimum over the speed limit. So, like, it ends up being this thing where people just keep going faster and faster. You have some of these roads, like, I remember a road near where I worked, 45 miles per hour going past residential homes. Like, that's insane. So anyway, yeah, and that makes the pedestrian environment much worse. And that's all facilitated by having the perfect grid and perfect 90 degree angles, and, you know, perfect infrastructure design, getting cars from point A to point B and not thinking about people. And I'm sorry, that was a bit of a rant. Sorry. Yeah, the bike lane's terrifying. The whole design of this area is absolutely atrocious, like, from a pedestrian standpoint. But there's also so much potential. Because all this right-of-way is here, you could do so much with it. But the problem is, the land uses have to also come with it. You know, like, you can't just have, like, the problem with the valley, it's kind of like the same problem you see in Phoenix and many other cities out west, is that you have these gigantic residential areas. Like what we're looking at right now is predominantly residential until you get down to Ventura Boulevard, and it's all commercial and offices. It's all very separated. There's little pockets where you have it, but I'm guessing I could basically, when I lost my mouse, I could basically jump anywhere in here on any of these arterials. I'm guessing I'm going to see mostly apartments. And then if I go and I take one of the collectors in, or a local road, like this one might be a collector actually, it's going to be single family homes. And what you're not going to find anywhere are offices or commercial And it's going to be completely outlawed in this location. Like, you can't have mixed zoning of any kind here. And as a result, you could pedestrianize the heck out of this. You could make it like overtly hostile for drivers. But these folks don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anywhere to go because it's not allowed to have those sorts of uses mixed in. So when you get deep into these areas, maybe the area that we're in right now, actually, it seems like there's maybe like a grocery store and a commercial corridor. Maybe this is commercial. Yeah, there's some commercial, but not a lot, you know, and it's a lot of this because of the area. See what's actually here. Whole Foods, it's a grocery store, some small scale stuff, and a gas station, and another gas station, because this is an area you drive through, you know? So yeah, anyway, I'm done ranting. GeoGuessr. CS let more planning thinking for you. You realize that you only live on roads, pools everywhere. It's LA. It's hot. They have no water, but they got pools. City planner rants. Yeah, I did not mean to go on like a gigantic rant diatribe. You guys did that to me. That's your fault. I'm gonna save this. I got a question for Twitch, and then we'll do one round of GeoGuessr before we hang up everything. I go to making videos. Also, hold on. We saved. Poplar's back. We'll just open this up one last time. We'll see if things come back while I stop ranting. What's my favorite mod? Oh gosh, Move It probably. Some of the roads. Oh, I'm not in the right mod set, so I can't right now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You guys see this, right? There is a mod. There is a mod that is killing zoning in this city. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know. I used the wrong. All of these buildings that aren't showing up are the California trees that we added. And this zoning right here is we had a mixed zoning district, and I zoned all over the place with that. It's all vanilla buildings just mixed together. And then we have the UK assets that aren't here. Or no, those are the mixed zoning because we have the UK in here. Yeah, it's I will be honest, that's very frustrating. For anyone who missed it earlier, we were in Bayport and we just couldn't get any demand for anything. And I loaded in with the wrong playset, and we got zoning demand again. Good news about that is that means that it's not a dead series yet. The bad news is that means I've got to do some troubleshooting off camera. So yeah, Bayport will be back. I'll bring it back. We'll do more UK stuff. We've got a lot of stuff to do here, truthfully. Actually, no, you know what? Before we do GeoGuessr, I'm going to ask, resetting the game fix demand? I'll try that. But I'm going to ask one question. If Bayport, what do you guys want? Fix Bayport, EU build, million residents build. You guys get a minute. In the meantime, I'm not going to save that. You guys can just stare at me while I get this pulled up. Sunken trees everywhere really turned you off to the Bayport map. That's I just bluntly, Cord, that is my biggest problem with it. I really don't like it. Kumplamas, thank you for the biddies. You'd love to see a map based on Canyon Fjord. So you could build an area like Yangin County. That sort of map would definitely not only be a challenge, but also lead to a pretty stunning and intricate, dense city. Oh, I wish I would have added that. I wish I would have added that to the list. We could have done a map live as well. That's okay. We'll do this one. Right now, million residence build is winning. Honestly, that's kind of the one that I want to do. EU build is now pulling ahead. Fix Bayport is very low on the list. It's EU build. Is it EU or UK? It's EU because we're going to just kind of mix them all together. Fixing Bayport is lagging way behind. Yeah, so for anyone on YouTube, it was 48% EU build, 45% million residence build, and 7% fixed Bayport. Everyone's okay with Bayport going by the wayside. B squared contributed 171 channel points to something. And considering we had less than 600 votes, you probably chose, or you wasted your points. Either way. Sir Jim, thank you so much for the prime. I'm going to pull up GeoGuessr, and then we're going to one round. And this is for Icy. For Icy, we're doing Germany. And then I'm going to go make some videos that you guys might like. Maybe you don't. They keep changing the way that this looks. It's different again. For anyone who's never played GeoGuessr, I do GeoGuessr different than a lot of people. You didn't get to vote? I'm sorry. Stream next week for sure. Yeah, we stream every week. We figure it out. For anyone who's ever played GeoGuessr, I do it differently than other people. We play a party, and we all get to participate. So we'll do one round, jump in. If you've never played it, it's a game where you basically receive a hint about a location of a place, and you have to pinpoint it on a map. It's a lot of fun. Just typing in GeoGuessr. Germany. Not German. Germany. So even if you don't know it, you can figure out the place with context clues, little indications of where you're at. All right. I'm just, for anyone on YouTube that wonders what I'm doing, I'm switching stream information. You guys get your 60-second timer to hop on in. I got you hooked on GeoGuessr, Amona. I feel good about that. This should be easy for you, Icy. It better be. Vabe, most are like that EU friendly stream time. Can't play today because you're not at home yet. The real Darklander. I'm sorry, buddy. Kristen, you're in. Good. Everyone's got 30 more seconds to get in. We could have up to 100. There's currently about 1,100 of us here. You're here, Demook? Love it. The real question, Vainglorious, are you in here? You watched the GeoGuessr League this past week. It was actually absolutely crazy how they guessed. We're not at that level. We're not at that level, chat. What's the code? One last opportunity to jump in. You're muting me so the game is fair. Goal top 10 better than Phil. I mean, it should be easy. We have a commercial break on Twitch, so you guys get an extra 23 seconds to jump in. I'm not gonna do that to everyone on Twitch. It's rude. So yeah. You got the same bug, Bryce. Not sure what the mod is, but you disable your mods. And it did not fix the save, at least in your experience. Oh, I will try to figure out which mod it is. If anything, maybe I could reach out to the modder too. So yeah, your wife got in. Nice. All right, we're good to go. We're starting it up. Oh, someone snuck in at the last minute. I'd love to see it. I can't tell how many people are in anymore. They changed it. Oh, 79. 79. Martin's got a Hotmail. That's amazing. What year is it? Or is Hotmail big in Germany still? I bet you that's the name of this place. Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to begin to pronounce that. Your internet crashed? It's somewhere in Germany? I think you might be onto something. I think you're onto something. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna have a place selected just in case. I'm looking. I just, there's only 10 people have locked in. That makes me feel better. Southern Bavaria. It's not that big. So if I'm correct, Bavaria, is that Frankfurt area? 3 seconds. I'm going to just select a place over here. Oh, I was way off. I was so far off. Okay. Industrial Port. You were across the road, Christian. Nice work. Munich. Oh. Further, Crazy Mage. Next time. Hey, look. It's the French low rent housing is what it looks like to me. When they're leveled up to the very top and everyone's wealthy. But we're not in France. It's like identical. That's amazing. Wait, what was on that? What was on that? I shouldn't be marveling at that. I should be trying to figure out where we are. It's a chicken. That's not helpful. What's on that side? What's on this side? Hanover. We're in Hanover. And now's where I need to not embarrass myself. Where is Hanover? I'm going to embarrass myself. I find the city name, and now I don't know where the city is. Dear God. We are in Chicken, Germany. Hanover. Okay. So we're somewhere here. Now I've got 17 seconds to narrow it down. Well, there's the street. That's not going to help me. I feel like, is this a university? It's not going to matter. Yeah, Hanover. Cool. And was it a university? No clue. No clue. Middle North. It's Hanover for CBP. Listen, 2.6 miles. I feel good about that. Round result, 11th place. I'm in 26th, and I've only been to the airport in Germany. Okay, now we're in Wisconsin. Amazing. That's why so many Germans moved here. Google? I can't Google things. And if all of you are Googling things, I don't know how to feel about that. What is this? Road sign. Herwigsdorf? I feel like that's not going to be very helpful. What does the green median mean? I have no idea. Is that some sort of a high-speed HOV lane? You think this is near you, Icy? Oh, this sign's going to be helpful. No, it's the exact same thing. But it's the 4 highway. There's the 4. Exit 178 ahead. I can't see the exits. Oh, wait. The yellow roads are numbered the other way. Okay. We're just going to select somewhere for now along the 4, 178. And then the 4 turns into something else over here, into the 5. Oh, shoot. Wrong side of the 4. So what does the green line mean? It's not near you, 500 kilometers away. I mean, I was on the other side of Germany, but I had the right road. It was 170. Sure enough, 178. I was on the right track. No, I wasn't. Oh, there's the 4, 178. Yeah, if I would have figured that out. Dang it. Dang it. Needed more time. Okay. 38th place. Not feeling good. Came in second, last second to third. I have to play faster. I know. I can't. Oh, wow. This looks like the European low-density buildings from City Skylines 1. The number becomes the 4. Okay, so we've got more highway numbers again, and now we've kind of figured this out. So it's the 62. We're on the 420 going to the 62. Okay. So 420 in yellow going to 62. So this is 470. How are these laid out? They're not random. For sure not random. 466. I don't see the pattern. 62 is in the mid. Maybe. Oh, there's less of the main interstate, or not interstate, but you know what I mean. "15 seconds. Oh my goodness. I should have studied Germany. Failure. That was not mid at all. That was definitely like almost to France. Ouch. 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 Okay. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are going vertical. 2, 4, 6, 8 are horizontal. Get 2 kilometers away. Eeh. I don't even want to look. Oh. I am going to sink to the very bottom. Okay. Well, we're in a city now, I think. That's helpful. You don't do these on any country-specific ones outside of the US? So the trick is, next time, like we'd already committed to doing this. Next time, I just need to do it by myself for a while. Just kidding. First of all, I don't have the time for that. And number 2, it probably wouldn't help. Learning everything about a city or about a country before GeoGuessr, it's not going to help. Blue ones are the Autobahn. So, okay, that is very helpful. Okay. Autobahn 7, Hamburg. Okay. So we know that the 7 towards Hamburg is here. But it's also, it's pointing to Kiel, so we're south of Hamburg. Centrium? Centrium's to the left? No, we were north of Hamburg. That was genius. I guess it wouldn't matter if we were next. Oh, yes, because you get to it and you can go either way. You know what? 21st, that round is okay. Finishing the game, 45th place. Everyone beat me. But Sir Sebi, first place. Good game. Generic name number. Good game. Second place, Komrowski. Good to see you up there. Third place. Where's Icy? Where's Icy? Oceanic Atoll. Fourth place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fifth place. Love it. Icy. I don't see you on here, buddy. Icy. What happened? What happened? Well, 29th. Oh, you had that one that was pretty far away. You're that one that was pretty far away. It happens. It happens. Well, I had a lot of fun. Everybody. Thank you all for being here. We're going to say goodbye to YouTube before we figure out who we're going to raid. Because I do need to get working on a video, so you guys have one soon. But good game. That was a lot of fun. So, YouTube. Uh, before I end it, I'll tell you that all the crackling last time, the problem was Spotify. Spotify was tanking my system. I had to reinstall it. So that was interesting to find out. I had to uninstall and reinstall it. But now we're good. Now we're good. So I don't play this one as much anymore, but we'll give you guys a little bit of cats walking. Twitch, give some hearts to YouTube while I'm figuring out where we're rating. And thank you all. For anyone on YouTube, for anyone who gave bits, subscribe. If I missed you, I'm very, very sorry. Unholy Poland, thank you for the Prime. LW Rocks, thank you for the Prime. L Kings, thank you so much for the Prime. Sir Jim, thank you for the Prime. Anyone that I missed, I'm very, very apologetic for it, but I appreciate you for being here. Lots of fun. I'll see you next week, same time, and we will start a new European city, and we'll see how it turns out. So see you, YouTube. Take care. Twitch, don't leave. Don't leave Twitch. Goodbye. Okay. YouTube's gone. YouTube is gone.